Okay, so good morning, class, and welcome to the session. So, without waiting any further, let's get started. Okay. So yesterday we have completed our theory portion, right? NLP. Any doubt from yesterday's theory, please batao. Any doubt, any questions? No? I hope people remember whatever terms we have discussed yesterday. And probably I'll keep on asking also and a bit of revision also. But today, let's try to build a model, NLP model. And so everyone is expected to open a new Jupyter notebook, and whatever code they do, put it in the same Jupyter notebook, mark it as your NLP notebook. So this data set, I think I have already shared yesterday. सबके पास है ये वाला data set? ham and spam? नहीं है? अच्छा देखा तो होगा कल मैंने दिखाया था. So I'll share it. I'll share it. So basically, what my aim over here is, if you see this data set, let me quickly give you the problem statement. If you see this data set, then in your first column, do you notice that there are two levels, ham and spam? So ham and spam, basically I have to identify whether the message or the email, whether it falls under the spam category or under the ham category, right? So, but before I can identify whether it falls under the ham or spam, we have to apply our NLP things. We have to do, we have to remove our stop words. We have to convert our data into numbers. We have to create a term document matrix, all those things, right? Once we do our data cleaning and everything, then only we can do our analysis. Once you understand how to build your ham and spam, identify whether it's a ham and spam, the rest everything will remain the same, whether you are doing your sentiment analysis. So sentiment analysis, again, whether it is a positive or negative. Okay, so I will take one example end to end, and the coding part would be little lengthy and little different. I'll not say little different, but very much different compared to what you have been doing. But at the end, confusion matrix and prediction part would be the same. NLP part would be obviously different, right? So expectation is people will code along with me, and they will use the same variable names which I am using, so that if they are stuck somewhere, I can quickly resolve. Okay. Okay. So I'll share the data set, and then basically let's get started. Okay, so I've shared it on the this thing. Aya, please download it. Download it. So I think it will take around 1 hour and we should be able to do with the coding. Okay. Now start. So import your pandas, import your numpy. And do you notice, सब लोग please and stop करो. And I am importing my new library, that is your NLTK. NLTK stands for your Natural Language Toolkit. Natural Language Toolkit. So this is the main library for your natural language processing. Natural Language Toolkit. Then this is the most important one. And then there are many libraries which can help you in NLP processing. Again, everyone please stop and have a look. So spam1 is the name of my file. And do you notice I am giving encoding equal to CP1252. Suppose if I don't give this thing, I get an error. जब मैं encoding नहीं देता हूं तो मुझे error आता है. And error was UTF-8, something like this. So इसका solution क्या है? You put something like this. So please read it. Name of my data frame. Again, सब लोग same name लेंगे जो मैंने लिया. No deviation. Name of the data frame is messages. And this is how my data frame looks like. Everyone will do the check. 6, 7, 7, 6 records and 5 columns. सब लोग यहाँ तक करेंगे और stop करेंगे. And once everyone is done, we will move on. Read your file, run your head function, run your shape function, and it should match with what I have. And again, I am repeating, please take the same variable name which I am taking. एक बार comfort आ जाए, फिर कुछ भी नाम दो, no problem.
Professor,
Tell me.
no, when you're reading the file, what is encodings?
You are on mute, Dhruv.
When you're reading the file, what is encodings?
Okay, see, that's what I was telling. See, suppose if you don't give this thing. Suppose if you don't give this thing, then you're getting an error. Okay. And the error message is UTF-8. You take this error message and go to the Google. And this is the solution you would be getting. Okay. See, keep one thing in mind that this data is in text format. So there are number of special characters and everything are there. And that is why it is having a problem in reading. Okay, na? So the solution given is you use your encoding. Okay. If you are not getting an error, let's say in your version, this bug is already handled, then don't use it. Okay. But I am 100% sure people would be getting it. So you use this thing. CP1252. फिर इसका देख लो what does CP1252 indicate. Those who are in online, have they read it?
Yes, sir.
Itna aa raha hai? Okay, now see. Basically, I should be having only two columns. अब सब लोग please ध्यान से सुनो. I should be having only two columns, V1 and V2. But do you notice some extra columns are also coming? It might be because some sentence might have spread beyond second column. And what I can do is I can say something like this. I can say messages dot is null, and I can see the nulls also if there are any. So do you notice that second, third, and fourth column are consisting only of the nulls? So let's do one thing. Let's remove these three columns. So what I'll do, I'll say messages equal to messages dot ilog. Select all the rows and select your 0,1 column. And then you can say messages dot head and just see top 2 or 3 records. So your data should look like this, V1 and V2. I am getting rid of last 3 columns, unnamed 2, unnamed 3, unnamed 4. So at the end, everyone should be having column name as V1 and V2. सबको ये लाइन समझ में आती? ilog colon 0,1. Yes, right? Colon means selecting all the rows. 0,1 means selecting first and the second column. इतना कर लो and just wait. We'll go slow, but I don't want to leave anyone behind. जब मेरा मैट्रिक्स क्रिएट हो, उसी टाइम सबका क्रिएट हो जाना चाहिए. And at every stage I'll keep on confirming. कोई ऐसा नहीं बोलेगा कि एरर आया है. एरर लास्ट में आएगा, पर ओरिजिनेट बहुत पहले हुआ होगा. ठीक है? Online folks, please थोड़ा सा और रिस्पॉन्स में आओ. So only
Yes,
2 or
sir.
3 people are answering.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now the name of the columns are V1 and V2. Let's rename our column. Column को rename कर लेते हैं. So messages dot rename. So if you want, you can keep it as V1, V2 only. No problem. But थोड़ा logical नाम डाल देते हैं. Let's take some logical name. Columns equal to. We already know how to rename the column V1. Let's rename V1 as our label. And let's rename V2 as message. And now, before you do start any coding, guys, again, वापस ध्यान से सुनो. Messages is the name of my data frame, but message is the name of my column. Messages is the name of my data frame. Again, I repeat, and message is the name of my column, and then I'll say in place equal to true. And now if you see messages dot head and just see top 1 or 2 record, your data frame should look something like this. Run these 2 lines and let me know. अगर ये अभी हैंग हो रहा है तो अब आगे क्या होगा? आज तो पता चलने वाला है किसका लैपटॉप कितना अच्छा है। जब टीडीएम क्रिएट करोगे तो इट टेक सम टाइम, इट मे टेक 4-5 मिनट। ओके, लास्ट रो हो गया, यहां तक हुआ? उसका चेक करो। हाँ, अच्छा, व्हाट इज मैसेजेस? मैसेजेस इज द नेम ऑफ माय डेटा फ्रेम। लेबल क्या है? Label is the name of my column. I can say that label would be acting like my target variable. Yes. Label would be acting as my target variable. Thoda sa, let's explore our data set a little bit. Let me see how many emails are ham, how many emails are spam. So there are 922 spam emails and there are 5854 ham email. Okay, there are 5854 ham email. Let's do one thing. Let's convert our ham and spam into 0 and 1. 0 and 1 में convert कर देते हैं, right? I don't want anything in numbers. Messages dot label. And how should we convert it? Replace कर लें? Let's do the replace. Now, basically you can take anything as ham, anything as 0 and 1, but as of now, let's take spam as 1. Spam email आएगा तो it would be an event for me. Some action might be taken. So I'm taking spam as 1. If you want, you can take ham as 1, your choice, depending upon your use case. And then I'll say in place. In place equal to TRUE. Messages dot label. And then again, you run your value counts. So you should see 584 zeros and 922 ones. Everyone will run the line number 549 also to make sure that things are in zeros and ones. अब तक क्या एनएलपी का कोई यूज हुआ? नहीं ना, इट इज अ नॉर्मल डेटा क्लीनिंग। अब आने वाला एनएलपी इज येट टू कम, बड़े जोश शोर से आएगा। window Shall we take one step further? एक step further ले लें.
Yes,
अच्छा.
sir.
Now, do you notice that if I take any sentence or any message, do you notice that some words are in capital, some words are in small? So for example, GO, the G is in caps, available, the A is in caps. And we know that Python is case sensitive. So for example, let me say there are words like this, good. So the meaning of all these three words are same, but Python will take them as three different words. And now imagine the TDM. TDM be different ho jayega, right? TDM would be different, right? So basically, my final aim is to do the analysis whether the email is ham or spam. So what I will do is I will convert everything into either lowercase or into uppercase. ये एक sentence please लिख लो. Whenever you are doing NLP, convert either everything into lowercase or everything into uppercase. By oh, you are not there, or because Python is case sensitive. ठीक है ना? Either convert everything into lowercase or everything into uppercase because Python is case sensitive. अब कैसे convert करेंगे? What is messages? Messages is the name of my data frame. Dot message is the name of my column. I'll take this thing. Then I'll say dot str dot lower. Now you check this thing. Do you notice everything has been converted into lowercase? सारी चीज lowercase में आती हुई दिख रही, ठीक है? So basically, यहाँ पे add one more statement over here. Probably you can say data preparation starts now, or NLP data cleaning, whatever. Write some logical thing, right? So Python is case sensitive. Either you convert everything into lowercase, or if you want to convert everything into uppercase, you can just say upper. देखो सब कुछ uppercase में हो गया. So if you say dot upper, everything would be converted into uppercase. But upper doesn't look that good, so that is why I am converting into lowercase. But that is your choice. तुम दुनिया को कैसे देखते हो वैसा convert कर लो. Done? Okay, let me know once you've done it. अच्छा, now everyone again please stop your coding, whatever you guys are doing. सब लोग please एक second stop करो. So what I'm doing, I'm saying nltk.corpus import stopword. I'll give you enough time, but as of now, just focus. Remember yesterday we have discussed what are stopwords. So what are stopwords? Which are very frequent but do not add any meaning. Example like is this, there, right? So what I'll do is, so I'm importing the stopwords. Then I'll say stopwords dot words, and I'll say English. So it shows me all the stopwords for the English language. This is already inbuilt. So can you notice the words like your I, me, myself, we, us, and not only English, you can try for many other languages. For example, let me say Arabic. ये भी आएगा. अब पढ़ना तो नहीं आता, but let's say French. French का भी आएगा. किसी को French आती है? German. So many languages are supported. Probably many Mandarin or Chinese or whatever. So Mandarin, I think, which और नाम से आ रहा होगा, Japanese. So you can check, है ना? I'm not involved with any other thing. So अभी मैंने क्या बोला, कोई कोडिंग नहीं करेगा, तुम लोग करने लग गए. पहले देख तो लो, ठीक है. Then how many stop words are there? I can just put a length. ठीक है. So it tells me that there are 179 stop words. There are 179 stop words. Okay. Now, what I have done is I've selected language English. And at this moment, what I am doing, I am saying NLTK. NLTK is a library. I am importing the stop words and I am seeing what are the stop words available for my English language. But क्या मैंने stop words को हटाया है? नहीं. I am just seeing these stop words. Later on, I will remove these stop words. One thing. Another thing, I am expecting people would be getting error in this line. ये मेरा expectation है. ठीक है? And another expectation is that people will take that error message and find the solution. ठीक है? और फिर भी नहीं मिलेगा तो मैं तो बैठ. ठीक है? अगर नहीं आ रहा तो अगर नहीं आया तो इस लाइन में आ जाएगा. अगर वहां पे भी नहीं आया तो कोई बात नहीं. So there are two expectations. One is people will get an error. Another is people try to resolve the one.
Professor? Professor?
Yes, tell me.
Professor?
Yes, tell me, tell me.
So in the messages dot message equals to messages dot message str lower, I'm getting data frame object has no attribute message.
No attribute message. Then did you rename this thing? Check this part. What is the name you have given? See, message is the name of your column. Previously, the column name was V2. Now check what is the name you have given. So when you run your head function,
Message only, sir.
message only you have given, but I think, have you added a space? Something like this or something like this. कहीं तो तुमने कोई गलती करी है.
No, sir, I haven't.
Then you put this code on the chat window. Then you put this code on the chat window. Otherwise, you run this thing. Run the line number 546 and tell me what is the name of the column.
Says label and message only.
Label and message only. Then you should not get an error. Then you paste this line on the chat window. कहीं तो गलती करी है ना. You do one thing. If you still think everything is right, then you paste the few lines on the chat window. Messages dot message dot str dot lower. And what is the error message? So you are using triple S, na? You are using triple S. Can you notice? In place V2 colon ME triple S you are using. Can you notice?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay, please make the change and come back and run your code till this point. We will just wait. Sabka issue resolve हुआ? Are people able to see the English stop words? Yes. तो वेट करो. किसी ने हिंदी मराठी का चेक किया? किया नहीं है ना. हिंदी मराठी का नहीं होगा. मुझे पता था लोग चेक जरूर करेंगे. उर्दू भी नहीं. अरबिक है. I think Japanese, Mandarin सारी चीजें हैं. डच भी है. रशियन भी होगा. रशियन है. रशियन है।
What about the error in the stop words?
Guys, इसकी हेल्प करो. What about the error in the stop word? Please paste the code for him, the solution for him. Someone, please help him. कौन करने वाला है? तुम करो, उसकी हेल्प करो. He is getting error in the stop word वाला. So NLTK dot download stop words. Yes. Tamil है नहीं है.
Done, so thank you.
सवाल ही पता नहीं होता. फिर भी ट्राई करके देखो. कोई इंडियन लैंग्वेज नहीं होगी बिकॉज नो इंडियन लैंग्वेज इज यूज्ड फॉर बिजनेस पर्पस. ओके. सो अपनी नेशनैलिटी को कंट्रोल में रखो, कोई बात नहीं. ठीक है. अच्छा नाउ चाइनीज तो होगी ही होगी. चाइना के बिना काम कहाँ चल देगा. Just give me a minute. अच्छा चलो. Okay, so this only shows me the stop word. Later on, we will remove the stop words. Now, import your string. Now, what I'm doing, I'm saying string dot punctuation. So what are punctuation? These special characters. So exclamation mark, hash, dollar, percentage, ampersand, all these things. So at the rate, all these are your special characters. And probably these special characters also do not add any meaning to the document. For the machine, probably they are immaterial, right? For machine, they are immaterial. For human beings, they do carry some sense. So later we will remove them also. इनको भी हटा देंगे. अभी हमने सिर्फ punctuations देखा है. We have just seen them. Later on we will remove them. Now what we will do is, what I'm going to do is, we will remove these stop words, punctuations, and create a TDM. And then do sampling, build the model, do the prediction. ये काम करना चाह रहा है. We will remove the stop word, punctuations, create a TDM, create the TDM से पहले create the before creating the TDM, count for each unique word, we will tokenize punctuation, then tokenization, which means assign ID to each word. ये स्टेप समझ में आते हैं? In the same order. This I wish to do. Remove the stop word punctuation, tokenization. Tokenization will assign ID, a number to each and every word. Then I'll create a TDM. Then I'll do the sampling, build the model, do the production. ये मेरा काम है. This is what I wish to do. Now, अब मैं एक प्रोग्राम को इन्वोक करूंगा. एंड सब लोग प्लीज यहाँ पे एक सेकंड देखो क्या होने वाला है. Just it will run for some time. While it is running, let me explain what I'm doing. So I hope people understand what is DEF. DEF is used to create your own function. Text process. Remember doc string क्या होता है? Documentation string. So this program will do three things. It will remove the punctuation. It will remove the stop words. And it will return the list of clean text word. ये तीन काम करेगा. पहले punctuations को हटाएगा, stop words को हटाएगा. उसके बाद it will break your document into words. And do you notice the output is something like this? Can you notice the document has been broken into the words? And do you notice the punctuations and stop words have been removed? The best way to understand if stop words have been removed, as a person, it would be very difficult for you to read. तुम्हें पढ़ने में बहुत प्रॉब्लम आएगी. Compare it with the original sentence. What was the original sentence? Go until Zurong point crazy, right? Now, if you notice, go Zurong until has been removed, right? So basically what I'm doing is I'm removing the punctuation, removing the stop word, return the list of clean text word. Now, let's try understanding it, how this program is working. So basically there are only 3 lines. ये 3 lines ही हैं, but how are they working? Now, what is string punctuation? What is string punctuation, guys? Or let me change my question. Please answer karo. What does string punctuation contains? Special characters? Or can I say only the special characters? Special characters तो contain करता है, but only special characters. Correct? Now tell me, what does this contains? The stop word, or can I say only the stop words? Only the stop words. Surf stop words. And string punctuation, only punctuation. Now come to this thing. Do you notice I am saying char for char in MES, if char not in string punctuation? What does string punctuation contains? Only punctuation. And when I am saying not in string punctuation, it means it will not select the punctuations, but it will select all the other things. It will not select the punctuation, but it will select all the other things, which means punctuations would be removed. कितनी बात समझ में आ रही है? Same thing over here. I am saying word not in stop words in English. So stop words dot words in English. What does it contains? It contains only stop words, and you are saying not in this thing. So it will not select the stop words, but it will select all the other things. तुम stop word को select मत करो, बाकी सारी चीजें select कर लो, which means you have removed the stop words. The same thing is happening over here. And how it is doing? First of all, it is doing a split. So when you are doing a split को देखो तुम लोग, I hope people understand how a split works. पहले भी हमने करा है एक बारी. Let me say there is a variable ABCD equal to, this is just an example, and if I say ABCD dot split, so it gets splitted into your this thing. So the default boundary is your space. Default boundary is your space. So now once you split the words, you can compare it with your stop words. Now only focus over here is your not in. Suppose if I remove this not, अब क्या होगा? Suppose if I remove this not, now when I have included not, then you notice it was removing stop words. अगर मैं not को हटा दूं तो क्या होता? It will run for some time. देखते हैं क्या होता है. देख रहे हो? It has selected only the stop words. सिर्फ stop words को select कर लिया. ठीक है? So the main focus over here is your not in. अच्छा, now what is the name of your function? Name of your function is text process. Then at this line, messages is the name of my data frame. Message is the name of my column, and I am applying the function text process. Remember ये apply हमने पहले भी use किया, label encoder में use किया हुआ. That's the same concept, right? So what I'll do is, I don't want people to make any mistake over here. So ये वाला part मैं chat पे रखता हूँ. So anytime in your future, whenever you have to remove your stop words or punctuation, सिर्फ इस function को call करो and change the name of your data frame and the column. तुम्हारा काम हो जाएगा. Done? Is it taking huge time? Time लग रहा है? कोई बात नहीं, लगने दो. होने के बाद इस लाइन को कर देना कमेंट, इसकी जरूरत है नहीं. It was only for explanation purpose. Comment कर देना इस लाइन को. It is only for explanation purpose. Why explanation purpose, guys? Because do you notice? अब सब लोग वापस एक सेकंड देखो. Why I'm asking you to comment this line? If you don't comment, no problem. But I am going to use a similar line once more. This was only for explanation purpose. Do you notice when I run this line, I get the output below? It means I am not saving my data. Data को save नहीं किया है. If you check your messages message, you would be still having the original data. अभी भी original data तुम्हें आता हुआ दिखाई देगा, because I am not saving it. So this line was only for the explanation purpose, ताकि तुम लोग को दिखे कि हो क्या रहा है. The main use अब इसका आएगा. So do you notice now if you check this messages message, you will notice that original data is still same. Do you notice? Because changes are not yet saved. Okay. So इसको हटा दो, इस लाइन को कमेंट कर दो और यहाँ पे एक कमेंट के आगे डाल दो only for explanation purpose. ठीक है, only for explanation purpose. Now sklearn dot feature extraction dot text import your count vectorizer. इतना किया सबने, right? अच्छा, now remember yesterday's theory. To get the count of each and every unique word, I need to assign an ID or a number to a word. तभी machine count कर पाएगा, right? So count vectorizer will help me doing this thing. But before you count the words, you need to remove the stop words and punctuations. Till this point, I haven't removed it, right? Till this point, I haven't removed it. So what I'll do is, let me say data after transformation. Data after transformation, और बहुत बड़ा नाम लग रहा है, कोई बढ़िया सा नाम देखो, सोचो. After transformation. ठीक है. So what I'll do is I'll say count vectorizer. And then analyzer. Analyzer equal to text process. And then I'll say dot fit. Dot fit. Messages, message. देखते हैं क्या होता है. Now, guys, सब लोग please 1 second again, please focus over here. So what is count vectorizer? I have already imported this function. What is text process? Text process is the name of my function. We already know what this function does. Then I am saying fit. Fit it on your messages is your name of your data frame. Message is your name of your column. So basically what it will do, first of all, it will remove all your punctuations and stop word. ये internal function है ना? First this function would be executed. It will give you all the words after removing a stop word and punctuation, and then count vectorizer will run on top of it, and it would be on your fit messages dot message. So at the end it will give you count of each and every unique word. अब एक second please सब लोग यहाँ पे देखो vocabulary. So do you notice it is giving you the count? So the word go is appearing 3,744 times. The word the wrong is appearing these many times. Point is appearing these many times. Crazy is appearing these many times. Available is appearing these many times. So for each word it has given the count. हर word, हर unique word कितने बार आ रहा है. And one more, एक सेकेंड और देखना. Let me do the len function. कितने यूनिक वर्ड हैं? Number of unique words are 9422, which means when I create the TDM, it would be having 9422 columns, because in TDM each unique word becomes a column. इतना समझ में आ रहा है सबको? ठीक है. Now please go ahead and do it. It may take some time. Have patience. किसी ने U को YOU लिखा है, किसी ने सिर्फ U लिख दिया. कहाँ तक घटा? तुम्हारा, तुम अभी तक वही पढ़ के हो? तुम्हारा एनएलटी का डाउनलोड नहीं हो रहा था, तुमने मुझे पहले क्यों नहीं बताया? तुम्हें ये चीज हाईलाइट करनी थी. हाँ, तो वही सेम सोल्यूशन डिस्कस हुआ था ना, एनएलटी के डॉट डाउनलोड स्टॉप वर्ड. हुआ? ये चीज तुम्हें पहले हाईलाइट कर देते हैं. ओके, टेक 2 मिनट्स एंड बाकी यहाँ तक रन करते जाओ. बाकी कोड किया नहीं किया? किया? ओके, ठीक है. अच्छा गाइस, नाउ कैन वी मूव हेड? सबका यहाँ पे आ रहा है? लिविंग वन पर्सन, ठीक है. डोंट वरी, तुम्हारा भी आ जाएगा, है ना? जो क्लास में उसके तो मुझे टेंशन नहीं है, उसका तो आ ही जाएगा. ठीक है. सो बेसिकली इट गिव्स यू दी count of each and every word and how many times that each unique word is appearing. So again, let me run my len function. So len will tell me how many unique words are there. So I am having around 9422. Is someone getting a very different number? बहुत ज़्यादा different कोई number आ रहा है? Little bit here and there, 2%, 5% ऊपर नीचे, that is still okay. Anyone who is getting very different number, 15,000, 11,000 or whatever. Okay. Now, which means when we create a TDM, when we create TDM, what is TDM, guys? Now, term document matrix. In term document matrix, each unique word becomes a column. So when we create TDM, it should have 9422 columns. And how many rows? Rows कितने रहेंगे? जितने original records थे, original records कितने थे? Somewhere around these many, 6776. So it should have 6776 rows and these many columns. And 6776 rows. Convert कर लें सर? बस कुछ करना नहीं है, इसी को ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देना, डॉट ट्रांसफॉर्म and I'll say messages TDM on spam. So this may also take a little bit time. So imagine करो guys, पीछे में कितना कैलकुलेशन कर रहा होगा, हर एक मैसेज को चेक कर रहा होगा, कौन कौन से वर्ड है उसके लिए नंबर डाल रहा होगा. Now let's do one thing. Dot shape. Can you notice 6776 rows and 9422 column? TDM has been created. Okay. So how did I create a TDM? I am just doing the transform and message. और अगर हम चाहें तो इसका टाइप चेक कर सकते हैं. So it tells you that it is a sparse matrix. इसको अगर तुम देखने की कोशिश करोगे तो प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगा, because it's a very big matrix. It's a very big matrix. Viewing it would be little bit problematic. देखें तो ऐसा कुछ तो आएगा. So let me say 0. ठीक है. So if you want, you can see it also, but viewing it would be very difficult. Why? Because there are so many columns, right? So many columns. But अगर तुम, let me say, अगर मैं कोई तरीका लगा सकता हूँ क्या? Just देखना चाह रहा हूँ. Let me say ABC equal to PD dot data frame में मैं अगर से convert कर दूँ, और तो ABC dot शेप कितना है उतना ही है ना? नहीं, शेप अच्छा डेटा फ्रेम में कन्वर्ट करते हैं उसका कुछ तो पीडी डॉट डेटा फ्रेम. कुछ तो ऐसा दिखता है. नहीं, डेटा फ्रेम से तो मैं आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू सी कि अगर क्या हम लोग देख सकते हैं. इफ नॉट देन प्रॉब्ली विल लीव इट. सो इट इज 9466722 dot 2 tens array 2 array. ओके, अच्छा भाई, array. वो देखते हैं अगर मैं किसी एबीसी में स्टोर कर देता हूँ एबीसी डॉट शिफ्ट this ABC and I want to select first flow ऐसा आ रहा है बड़ा मुश्किल है देखना I just want to show you कि कोई हायर नंबर्स आते हैं कि नहीं बस उतना एक बार दिख गया तो मजा आ जाए कोई हायर ऑर्डर नंबर्स देखना मुश्किल लग रहा है ठीक है एनीवे नो प्रॉब्लम एक तो इतनी बड़ी मैट्रिक्स है ना कि मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि इसको तुम लोग को अगर मैं अच्छे से दिखाना चाहूँ तो कैसे दिखा सकते हैं एक काम करते हैं ये तो सारी तो बात हो जाएगी हाँ ABC dot ilog. Now let me say I want to select the first and 0:10. कुछ तो ऐसा आ रहा है let me say 0,1,2,3 and I want to select first 100 columns. देखो कुछ तो करके मैं तुम लोग को दिखाना चाह रहा हूँ कहीं पे देखो 0 से ऊपर के नंबर आ रहे हैं कहीं ना कहीं आएंगे जरूर 0 से ऊपर का कोई नंबर आया कहीं 1 आया था कहीं मेरे को तो दिखा नहीं हाँ ये देखो आया एक जगह आता हुआ दिख रहा है ठीक है ना आता हुआ दिख रहा है राइट सो 0 and 1 दिस इज जस्ट टू शो यू कि टीडीएम बेसिकली फॉर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स फॉर to see it in the Jupyter notebook or any other software it is problematic but internally the data is same way we have discussed so for example 0:100 की जाए let me say यहाँ पे मैं 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 6 कर देता हूँ यहाँ पे let me say 100 से 200 कर देता हूँ अब देखते हैं कुछ नॉन जीरो वैल्यूज आते हैं मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर जीरोस एनी नॉन जीरो वैल्यूज डू यू नोटिस यहाँ पे नहीं इंसिडेंटली हमारा लग साथ नहीं दे रहा लेट मी डू वन थिंग 200 से 900 तक जाता है एनी नॉन जीरो वैल्यूज गाइस देखो कोई नहीं अभी तक कोई नहीं दिखी एक तो इतने जीरोस है ना वहां पे वो ये देखो एक 1 आता हुआ दिख रहा है यहाँ 1 यहाँ 1 आता हुआ दिख रहा है एंड देन यू कैन सी सम मोर आल्सो 1 कोई 1 से ऊपर का एक नंबर दिख गया तो अच्छा लगेगा मेरे को Okay, let's do one thing. मैं कुछ रैंडम रिकॉर्ड सेलेक्ट कर लेता हूँ. So basically it's a sparse matrix. So finding the non-zero elements is little tough, but I hope people understand that zeros भी है, ones भी है, and some higher order. है? कहीं पे आया था 2? क्या बात है? तुम्हारी आंखों को सलाम है. कहाँ है? हाँ 2 आया है. ठीक है ना? So I hope I have made it clear कि वो ये वही सेम चीज है जो हमने डिस्कस की है. ठीक है. Only thing is the magnitude is so big that for, as a person it is very difficult to find it out. ठीक है. So what I'll do is I'll remove all this part of code. This was just for explanation to make you guys understand. ठीक है. So but अगर चाहो तो कैसे किया? First of all, what I did, I converted into an array, then I converted into data frame, and then I am using the same technique, ilog function, and I have done some trial and error, random search. I have done trial and error to make you understand, right? That what is TDM, which you already know, we have discussed yesterday. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of all this stupid code. It should not confuse you. This was just for explanation purpose. सब हटा दो, अपनी दुनिया छोटी कर लो. ठीक है, यहां तक कर लो. Now, so this is my TDM has been created. So this TDM will act as my X values. TDM will act as my X. And where is my Y? Where is the Y column, guys? Do you notice the Y column? हम लोग once upon a time किया था, भूल गए उसको बेचारे को. Label and ham and spam was there, which we have converted into 0 and 1. Right. Now we have our X, we have our Y. Let's go for a sampling. So sampling part you are already clear with from sklearn dot model selection, import train test split. Now what I'll do is I'll say X, I'll say train TDM. एक सेकंड गाइस, 2 मिनट जरा रुकना. यहाँ पे ट्रेन एंड टेस्ट थोड़ा सा घूम के आने वाला है. yes. You guys are not very habitual to it. Messages dot label. Messages dot label. So this is your X. So I'll say train X, test X, and this is your Y. So I'll say train Y, test Y. Acha, now before you run this line, guys, एक second please. यहाँ पे सब लोग देखो. Don't get confused the way I am doing the sampling. Okay. Do you notice this time your X and Y are in 2 different data frames? Normally when you used to do sampling, तुम sampling कैसे करते थे? You used to do sampling something like this. The traditional sampling which you are doing was something like this. You used to give your data frame, correct? And then you used to give your test size equal to whatever. And then you used to store in your 2 things, train and test, correct? ऐसे ही करते थे. And then later on, what did you do? Train was splitted into X and Y. बराबर? Train X and it was split into train X and train Y. बराबर? And similarly, test was split into test X and test Y. बराबर? Test was split into 2 parts, test X and test Y. At the end, you were having 4 outputs, 2 for train, 2 for test. or you can say 2 for x and 2 for y. Same thing I am doing over here. But this time, what is happening? Your x is separate and your y is separate. This time, instead of passing one data frame, because over there the df was containing your x also and your y also. But this time your x and y are separate. So basically, if you are confused with this line, what will happen if I run something like this? So first of all, what it will do, अगर मैं इसको ABCD से मार्क करूं तो शायद तुम लोग को ज्यादा क्लैरिटी आ जाएगी. Okay, so what this line will do? So train test split, so it will split this data. It will split this data. But what is this data? It contains only x. Remember, it contains only x. So now this would be split into two parts. One would be containing 80%, another would be 20%. And the output would be stored in your first two variables, a comma b. And then messages dot label would be divided into two parts. Output would be stored into C and D. So instead of taking A, B, C, D, what I have done, I have taken train x comma test x and train y comma test y. ठीक है? सबको clear है इतना? Now please go ahead and do your sum. That's it. मेरा काम अब खत्म हो गया. अब from here onwards you don't need my help. तुम लोग खुद महान हो कि नहीं? भरत, इसमें वाटर, इसमें गर्म पानी लेना, मेरा गला खराब है थोड़ा सा. After sampling, we can use any classification model, but still. So, acha, remember, once upon a time, I was discussing naive Bayes, और मैंने बोला था naive Bayes can give very good result in NLP, and previously it was not giving that good results. So let's explore our NLP. So I'll say from sklearn dot naive Bayes import multinomial NB, and then create your NB on spam multinomial NB. Now rest everything is same. You can use your decision tree, random forest, any model you want to use, you can use. Then I'll say fit. In fit, what do I pass? In fit, I will pass my train x, comma, train y. Model build, prediction. I want to do the prediction on my test data. So test data को उठा लो और उसमें लगा दो test x. Sorry. Prediction done. Tab. Okay, I think I have to sklearn dot matrix. Import confusion matrix. Predict. So you want to see actual values from left to right, na? Actual values from left to right. So test y, comma PRED. confusion matrix build, and model seems to be doing quite good. Everyone, please share your confusion matrix and accuracy, whatever. Okay, so Saurabh shares that shared. Good one. So at the same instance, please find your accuracy also. Okay, so I can see many people are getting it. So people were coding along with me. That's good. So and it is working good for both the classes, right? For ham also and for spam also. So guys, what I have done, I have used my knife based model. अब तुम लोग का क्या करना है? Use your decision tree, use your decision tree, random forest, logistic, etc., etc. And tell which one is giving the best result. So basically what I have done, I have used the naive base. I have used the naive bias. So the result is good. What is the accuracy over here? 90, 97, 98. And it seems that it is working good for both of them, right? It is working good for both the classes. So 98.3 around. So somewhere around 97, 98 people are getting, which is okay, which is very good one. But probably with decision tree, random forest, logistic or any other model, कितने सारे मॉडल तो मैंने तुम लोग को सिखाए हैं, right? अब तो boosting भी बता रखा है, SVM भी बता रखा है, so many things, right? Try all of them and then tell me which one is the best one, or probably all of them are almost same. Because 98 तो already पहुंच गया, margin of improvement is very less. Margin of improvement seems to be very less. कितना चला जाएगा? 100. And that too, keeping in mind, it is working good for both of them, both the classes. So scope of improvement is little less, but still try. कोशिश तो करनी है. Try all the models which you know and tell me which is the best one. And that is where the real role of human being or as a data scientist will come into. ठीक है, तब तक मैं तुम लोग को खूब सारे डेटा सेट शेयर कर देता हूँ. कर दो. चलो, वैसे मैं करना नहीं चाह रहा था, बट तुम लोगों ने बोल दिया तो कर लेते हैं. लेकिन अब कर देंगे तो फिर प्रैक्टिस भी कर लेना. वैसे डेटा सेट तो मेरे पास बहुत सारे हैं, लेकिन मैं तुम लोग को हल्के हल्के स्टार्ट करता हूँ ताकि कोई मेरा साथ ना छोड़ दे. रिसेंटली ऑल्सो सेम आ रहा है, ठीक है। रैंडम फॉरेस्ट वगैरह ट्राई करो। सी ट्राई विच एवर मॉडल इज पॉसिबल एंड सी कौन सा बेस्ट आ रहा है ना। See, keep one thing in mind. Whenever you are building a model, na, data should be same. Don't do the sampling different. Same sample पे ही बनाना है ना। आज मैं कुछ ऐसे डेटा सेट दूंगा जो तुम लोग को टेस्ट करेंगे। इस पे कर लो, फिर मैं तुम लोग को अपने एक ऑफिस का डेटा सेट दूंगा, कैसे तो भी चुपके से डेटा को मास वास करके देखो। लॉजिस्टिक पे ज्यादा आ रहा है कितना? 98.52। ओके, गाइस मैंने एक फाइल शेयर करी, देखो चैट पे आई है। इट इज अ लिटिल बिग फाइल, अराउंड 15 MB की फाइल है। ट्रिप एडवाइजर करके एक फाइल है, डाउनलोड इट। डाउनलोड दैट फाइल प्लीज। हाँ जितने भी है तुम डाउनलोड कर लो प्लीज। क्लास नहीं, आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है, कब खत्म होने वाला है? खत्म होने में तो बहुत टाइम है। हाँ मैं आज के ही दिन का बता रहा हूँ, 2:30 के आसपास खत्म होगा। हाँ आई थिंक वो सिलेबस समझी होंगी। वैसे क्लास खत्म ही हो चुका है, मेरा पार्ट खत्म हो गया है, लेकिन तुम लोग काम करते रहना, ठीक है? फाइल डाउनलोड हुआ? डाउनलोड हो गया ना? बस क्या। नाउ गाइस एवरीवन प्लीज हैव अ लुक ओवर हियर। सो नेम ऑफ द फाइल क्या है? अमेजोन है, ट्रिप एडवाइजर है? ट्रिप एडवाइजर है। सो आई होप बीइंग इन इंडिया पीपल नो व्हाट इज ट्रिप एडवाइजर, है ना? एक बुकिंग ऐप है लाइक योर गो आईबीबो और समथिंग समथिंग, है ना? पीपल गो देयर एंड बुक देयर टिकट, होटल, व्हाटएवर, एंड then later on when their journey is over, their stay is over, they give the ratings also. So before rating they give some comments also, okay? So the ratings over here are from 1 2 3 4 5. 1 is the least rating. अब तुम उस यहाँ पे अगर 1 है ना तो उसको पढ़ के देखो तो थोड़ा सा लगेगा, हॉरिबल कस्टमर सर्विस, होटल स्टे, फरवरी, व्हाटएवर, है ना? सो जब आदमी गुस्से में आता है बहुत कुछ बोल जाता है, और जब तारीफ करता है तभी बहुत सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू सी दिस कमेंट, so person seems to be quite happy. देखें इसने क्या कमेंट दिया है। So unique, great stay, wonderful hotel time, Monaco location, whatever. So person काफी खुश है जो भी होटल में जहाँ भी रहा। And let's see someone where the person was unhappy. The one कहीं पे आता है, so let me say one. Grunge, tiny bed, metal sink, pool, extra, whatever. फिर इसने देखो stay clear, interest reservation, whatever. Internet reservation Friday. So people are giving some comment. Now your aim is, aim तो simple है। Your aim is to do the find whether the sentiments are positive or negative. So basically in this case your model would be having 5 by 5 confusion matrix, 1 2 3 4 5, ठीक है? How many records do we have? 20,000, ठीक है? 20,000 records. So TDM may be little big, ठीक है, because the comments are little bigger. So number of unique words भी हो सकता है थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाए, ठीक है? So please go ahead, you build your model. एक दूसरा डेटा सेट देने वाला हूं, that is your Amazon food review. So in some country the Amazon is also delivering the food, ठीक है? So ID, product ID, user ID, profile name, helpfulness, denominator, score, time, summary, text, whatever, ठीक है? So do one thing, take your score as your target variable. Again, I'm repeating, take your score as your target variable. 1 2 3 4 5, where 5 is the highest, 1 is the least. ठीक है? हाँ, एक मिनट, let me complete, then you ask your question. Take one as your lowest and 5 as your highest. Drop all the other things, time and other thing, and then summary and the text. So take your text as your x variable. Take your x as your text as your x variable. बाकी सारे columns को हटा दो. ठीक है? अगर रखना चाहो तो रखो, your wish. But I will suggest take only 2 columns. One is your score, which will act as your y variable, and text as your x variable. How many records do I have? थोड़े ज्यादा हैं, 5 लाख, 5.5 लाख, 6 लाख के आसपास. ठीक है? सो ये दोनों डेटा सेट तुम्हारे पेशेंस को भी टेस्ट करेंगे, तुम्हारे एफर्ट को भी टेस्ट करेंगे. ठीक है? सो प्लीज स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग योर मॉडल, एंड माय सजेशन इज, आई नो एवरीवन वांट्स टू टेक अ ब्रेक नेसेसरी भी है, but start working on your trip advisor and run your TDM and then go for your break, because TDM will take some time. TDM वैसे भी 10 मिनट लेने वाला है, तुम 10-15 मिनट तुम्हारे ब्रेक हो जाएंगे, तो तुम्हारा TDM भी बिल्ड हो जाएगा, तुम्हारा वो भी हो जाएगा, राइट? ठीक है? So that is just my suggestion. Rest everything is up to you. So try building your model on these 2 data set. I am not going any further as of now. There is still some theory. I'll not say some theories, कुछ और theories आनी है, Spacey library and other thing, but that we will discuss once you guys have got comfort in building your model. ठीक है? In meantime, I'll share few more data sets also. इतना डेटा दे दूंगा कि तुम लोग खुश हो जाओगे. And then you can add this thing in your resume also. NLP models. मैंने तुम लोग को वाला डेटा सेट नहीं दिया ना, Amazon वाला. Amazon के लिए what I am doing is I am sharing a Google Drive link. Drive से download करो. I have shared the link. Please download from there. वो I think it will have some issue. थोड़ा बड़ा डेटा सेट है. हाँ तो क्या हुआ, तुम्हें मैनुअली थोड़ी ना पढ़ना है. मैंने कहा है तुम उसका प्रिंट आउट निकाल के पढ़ो. नहीं पढ़ेगी तो मत करो. अच्छा, वन मोर डेटा सेट। इस पे लेकिन लोग बाद में आएंगे बिकॉज ये सिंपल है। ठीक है, देखो स्क्रीन दिखता है। नाउ डू यू नोटिस देयर आर 3 columns, query, title and label. So remember, this is related to the COVID data. You can see, so during COVID time, right now also there are many news and then there are many, what do I say, rumors. There are many news and there are many rumors. So there are some websites which keep on informing is it a fact or is it a rumor, right? So label 1 and 0 is your target variable. So 1 means it's a fact, 0 means it's a rumor, false information hai. And your people are asking the questions, so question can fall under various categories. So the categories are animal, coronavirus, asymptomatic, whatever, right? These are the categories. And these are the questions or the statements which people are making. Now you need to tell whether these things fall under the 1 or 0. 1 or 0. Okay. Number of records are not many, only 51,000. Okay. So I'll share this data set also. Please practice on this also. And in meantime, I'll try to find one more data point. इतने छोटे छोटे डेटा पे काम करके तुम लोग को मजा नहीं आएगा। ठीक है, I think probably you will take at least 2 to 3 hours to build model of these 3 data set. Build karo, and I'll take my break. You guys also take your break, and let's see after the break. मॉडल बिल्ड करने के लिए क्या चीज सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है आशीष? पेशेंस। अच्छा बता कोई स्पेसिफिक चैनल याद है ओनली टाइम ना फॉर देयर प्रॉब्लम टाइम लगने का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है अपना टीडीएम रन कर दो उसके बाद ब्रेक ले लो बस टीडीएम में टेक सम टाइम इंटरप्रेट
Mhm.
Hello, Professor. Professor?
मॉडल बिल्ड हुआ? कैसा है मॉडल? दोनों में बिल्ड हो गया? एक पे हो जाए तो बहुत बड़ी बात है। So any specific challenges? Okay, then share your confusion matrix on the chat window. किस पे किया? TripAdvisor पे? Please share the confusion matrix on the chat window. Let's discuss. कितना टाइम लगा? TDM में कितना टाइम लगा था? 5 से 10 मिनट? ज्यादा लगा? डिपेंडिंग अपॉन लैपटॉप टू लैपटॉप, कुछ में भी ज्यादा लग सकता है। 15-20 minutes TDM में। Okay. Share your confusion matrix on the chat window. Let's discuss. Anyone is sharing? मुझे दिखा नहीं अब तक। किसको शेयर कर दिया? किसी और को? फिर से शेयर करो। नहीं, मुझे नहीं आ रहा है। शेयर किया? अभी आया कल्पेश। अरे नहीं, आई वांट टू टेक अ स्निपेट नाउ। Is the paint window visible to everyone? Okay. Now, so matrix कैसे create किया? From top it is actual or from top it is predicted? Actual comma predict किया? So from top it would be predicted only. So from top it is predicted. Now this would be class 1, this would be class 2, this would be class 3, this would be class 4, and this would be your class 5. And same 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So do you notice that for class 1, though it is 70, 127, whatever. Class 2, again it is this much. Class 3, it is 8. So for class 3, it seems to be failing horribly. For class 4, this is class 4, it is 112, it is okay, but only with 50%. Class 5, it is this much. So, इसका accuracy कितना आ रहा है? Around 50-55%? 54%, okay. 54% is the accuracy. So in terms of accuracy, probably the model is failing, right? And if you notice, model is failing for other classes also, almost for every class. Any specific pattern do you notice in this confusion matrix? Any specific pattern do you notice in confusion matrix? कोई specific pattern दिखता है by which I can improve my model? Guys, let's have a look. सब लोग प्लीज अपनी कोडिंग को स्टॉप करो और इस मॉडल को देखने की कोशिश करो, देखो कि क्या चल रहा है इस मॉडल में. So this is your class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4. What is class 1? Class 1 is your least rating and class 5 is your highest rating. So 1 means that person was highly unsatisfied with the service or the hotel or the room, whatever. So for example, if I say hotel room was untidy or was not clean. So it is very easy to say that it is a negative sentiment. But at the same time, it is very difficult to say whether it is negative. It is very easy to identify this part. But ये कितना negative है, it is very difficult to identify. Whether it should be taken as category 1 or category 2, because 1 and 2 both indicate your negative feedback. So 1 and 2 probably would be your negative feedback. 3 would be kind of your neutral, and 4 and 5 would be kind of your positive, or you can say good feedback, right? So do you notice that if I talk about this row, if I talk about this thing, do you notice the main problem it is facing between 4 and 5? It is able to identify, so 612 and 608, it is able to tell you that it is a positive sentiment, but whether it is 4 or whether it is 5, it is confusing. Highly positive है या सिर्फ positive है, वहां पे confuse कर रहा है. And same thing can you notice over here also, between 297 and 1464. It is able to tell you that it is a positive sentiment, but whether it is positive and should fall in category 4 or positive should it fall in category 5, वहां पे थोड़ा सा issue आ रहा है उससे, right? And same thing, if you notice, you can see over here also. It is very easy to decide whether it's a negative sentiment, but it is highly negative or little less negative, again it is failing. And कुछ problems शायद यहाँ पे भी आ रहा है between your this thing also. Okay. So what should I do? So basically, let's say from you are the manager for TripAdvisor and your primary aim, your main aim is to identify whether it's a positive sentiment, whether it's a negative sentiment, neutral or positive. Main aim तो ये हमारा यही है, whether it's a positive, neutral or negative. So what I can do is हमारे काउंटिंग कैसे स्टार्ट हुई थी? 0 1 2 3 करा था या 1 2 3 4 5 किया था? 1 2 3 4 5 किया था. So let me say 1 and 2 are indicating your negative. 3 is kind of your neutral. ना positive and negative. ठीक है, okay okay sir rating. 4 and 5 are kind of your positive. So what I will do is, आप सब लोग ध्यान से सुनो, order will matter. Convert your 2 to 1. 2 को 1 में convert कर दो. And then convert 3 to 2. And then convert 4 and 5 to 3. So at the end मेरे पास कितनी चीजें बचेंगी? At the end I would be having only 3 categories, 1, 2 and 3, where 1 will indicate your negative, 2 will indicate kind of your neutral, and 3 will indicate kind of your positive. इतना सबको समझ में आ रहा है? So instead of having 5 by 5, let's have 3 by 3. But please guys, order will matter. पहले 2 को 1 में convert करना. जब वो convert हो जाए तब 3 को 2 में, and then convert your 4 and 5 to 3. Make these changes and run it again. And then let me know matrix की accuracy. अभी as of now कितनी आ रही है? 54. Let's compare it. Make these changes quickly and run it. Why? Error message. Memory error. So उसको जितना memory चाहिए उतना memory नहीं मिल रहा है. Nothing can be done. तो मैं काम करो. You reduce the size of the data. Size of the data कैसे reduce करोगे? So memory allocation error आ रहा है, right? Memory allocation error का मतलब है, see all these calculations are done on your RAM. तो उसको जितना RAM चाहिए calculation के लिए उतना RAM नहीं मिल रहा है. ठीक है? So as of now कितने रिकॉर्ड हैं TripAdvisor में? 81,000 है ना? After doing your sampling, you do one thing. You reduce your data in your train. अभी तुमने 80-20 sampling किया है ना? You do your 70-30 sampling, and then let's see. मॉडल बिल्डिंग में एरर आ रहा है, TDM में एरर आ रहा है? मॉडल बिल्डिंग में एरर है. मॉडल बिल्डिंग में नॉर्मली एरर नहीं आना चाहिए, कुछ और प्रॉब्लम जा रहा है. एक बार इसका सैम्पलिंग साइज को रिड्यूस करो. एंड रेस्ट अदर गाइस, please run this thing. Please make these changes. Again, I am repeating, convert your 2 to 1, and then convert your 3 to 2, and then convert your 4 and 5 to 3. And this should be done in the same order. ये same order में होगा. So nothing can be done. Reduce the data, reduce it further. एक second.
Professor,
Someone was saying something. Tell me.
Professor, when I try doing my NB tar.fit, train X and train Y,
Hmm.
it says unable to allocate 9.94 GB for an array with shape.
Ah.
So
So
what do I?
similar error. So what is the error message? Again, repeat me. Tell me what you are doing and what is the error message.
So I type NB dot tar, I mean underscore tar dot fit in brackets train X and train Y.
Okay.
And it says
And then what?
unable, the error message is saying unable to allocate 9.94 GB for an array with shape 16,392 and 81,408.
Okay. So you are getting this error. So while building the TDM, you did not get the error.
No, I did not.
And while running the fit function, you got the error.
Yeah.
Vaishnavi, would you like to help this person? उसको same error आ रहा है जो तुम्हें आया. बताओ क्या solution है? Okay, help. Provide the help on the chat. End to end उसका help करो. Tell him what was the mistake you had made and then help him with the solution. बताओ उसको कि सैम्पलिंग से एरर कैसे आ रही थी. So accuracy बढ़ता हुआ दिख रहा है 83%. And now do you notice it is working good for both the classes. So fourth, that is neutral. When it is neutral, it is facing problem. But for So who? Siddharth, is your issue resolved? Or whoever was asking?
I was asking, sir.
Dhruv, is your issue resolved?
Not yet, sir. I think I did more mistakes than that.
No. See, primary mistake was that probably people. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So primary mistake is that people are passing X. They are passing messages dot message. You have to pass your target variable. Target variable was your rating column. Okay.
Okay.
So TDM is already your X.
Yes.
And then you have to pass your one. Yes, so that's the only mistake. And the best thing is, guys, एक बार कम से कम तुम लोग इतना check तो कर ले सकते हो ना कि train X and you can just run your head function and train Y head function. एक बार अगर उतना run कर लोगे ना तो problem आप समझ में आ जाएगा.
Okay, sir.
So in your train Y, you should always have a number. It should not be a character data. ठीक है ना? That's the primary check.
Okay, sir.
100% sure your issue should be resolved.
Okay, sir.
Okay. और किसका बिल्ड हुआ 3/3 का मैट्रिक्स बिल्ड हुआ लोगों का कोशिश करो ट्राई बढ़ रहा है दिखाओ लैपटॉप घुमाओ
डिसीजन ट्री पे यूजुअली ड्रॉप हो रहा है 75 पे आ रहा है और यहाँ पे 80
नहीं एक्यूरेसी के साथ साथ उस पर भी ध्यान रखना है इट शुड बी वर्किंग गुड फॉर पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव न्यूट्रल के लिए एक बार गड़बड़ हुआ कभी नहीं आने चलो पॉजिटिव एंड टू 866 तो उसके लिए वो प्रॉब्लम आएगा मूवी वॉज गुड एंड आई एंजॉयड स्लीपिंग तो इस टाइप के लिए फिर वो फेल करेगा वो है ना
उसके लिए क्या करूँ
कोई सोल्यूशन जिसका इस पे हो जाता है प्लीज ट्राई विद योर अमेज़न फूड रिव्यू ठीक है गाइस है ना सो probably we'll meet on next week. तुम चेयर तो ले लेते कैसे बैठोगे खड़े रहोगे अरे नहीं मुझे सो एक सेकंड देना सो नेक्स्ट वीक probably we'll see यार this कौन सी दो लाइब्रेरी होती है we'll see यार sentiment analysis using Vader ये सब तुम्हें याद है भूल गए Vader and text block and then we will see a Spacy library ठीक है so Vader and text block these are already predefined libraries which we can use ठीक है so and then we will see some graph also that is कौन सा graph होता है वो क्या बोलते हैं नहीं यार अरे ग्राफ होता है ना ग्राफ नहीं सॉरी पिक्चर्स जो डिनोट करते हैं मोस्ट फ्रीक्वेंट वर्ड्स के लिए कौन सा होता है पिक्टोरियल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ मोस्ट फ्रीक्वेंट वर्ड
word cloud.
Word cloud, yes, we will see our word cloud. नाम ही याद नहीं आ रहा था. We'll see our word cloud. ठीक है. So this is what I wish to cover in next few classes. So probably I think 2 to 3 classes would be needed. We will go slow. ठीक है. But expectation is guys कि सब लोग please जो data set दिया है ना उस पर please practice करेंगे, है ना? Please practice, है ना? So I am ending the session, but I hope people will continue with their practice for at least 1 more hour, है ना? And we'll see in next class. ठीक है. Thank you for joining. I end the session now. और please एक दूसरे की help